Welcome to the Comin Up Charlotte podcast produced by Deneka Thomas and amílcar Sanatan. This limited podcast series is all about real life in East Port of Spain. It is about the hustle, the people, the everyday work that keeps the city moving, the stories of the ones who make Charlotte Street, aka Chinatown, what it is. Today we're talking with Short Hustle, a gentleman who knocked on the door of the booth we were occupying. He was attempting to sell razors, a hustle that caters to the hustlers like barbers, hairdressers, seamstresses, even lash techs who use it in their daily practice. This is his story.
Let's reform bananas and dance, reform bananas.
When asked about the hustle, it became clear that Short Hustle did not move randomly. There is real thought behind what he sells, how he sells it, and where he chooses to be. There is no formal training in his business, no courses, no certificates, but the hustle is still a deliberate choice, born out of urgency and a need to survive in a city where handouts are rare and stability is never guaranteed.
I doing this long time. It's not this alone. I sell other things, but you see customers, you might can win with some customers. You see people who are custom dealing with your product. Now, in time like this, I just say, if you sell good things, right, you have no problem. But if you sell bad things, it ain't gonna make no sense. So you always buy something to sell what people go like and what people go want. I only doing this because normally tailors and seamstresses and barbers and hair salon, you cut the nails and cut the fingers and things. So I only doing this because people just use it, so I could make money off of it.
Short Hustle is from Barataria, a community just outside of Port of Spain, closer to San Juan, a place that has become its own hub for informal entrepreneurs like himself. Still, every day he chooses to travel into the capital. Port of Spain offers more risk, but also more possibilities, more foot traffic, and more chances. When asked what Charlotte Street means to him, he explained that while many vendors pay for spots, he prefers to move on foot. Walking gives him control over his stock, his visibility, and his income. It allows him to adapt, to read the streets and respond in real time. There is danger in that choice to vend in Port of Spain as well, because from time to time, police stop unauthorized vendors and dismantle their stalls. Mobility has become his protection and movement his strategy. In that sense, the hustle is not just about selling, it's about autonomy and making calculated decisions in a system that was never designed to hold people like him.
As a salesman, I always try to be up to the mark. You understand? I like to work hard. You understand? And I just try to take care of myself. You understand?
Yeah.
So I just try to, every day, that God give me the strength and the power to do something. You know, my father is a vendor. He's an old vendor. He's a snow cone man vendor, but he used to sell clothes and things. He went foreign and get clothes and come back and sell to the people. Right now he retired now. He just resting himself now. He alive, he home, relaxing with my stepmother, wherever, and that's it.
Short Hustle's approach to entrepreneurship is rooted in what he witnessed growing up. His father worked as a snow cone vendor and also sold clothing, which to me speaks to adapting his trade to meet the need of each moment. I think that it is through that Short Hustle learned that work does not always come through formal channels and that making a living often requires initiative and self-reliance. Although his father is now retired, that early exposure shaped Short Hustle's understanding of business as a practical means of survival and independence rather than a lifestyle choice. Taken together, Short Hustle's story reflects a form of entrepreneurship shaped primarily by survival. He spoke about living on the street for a period of time and how government assistance eventually helped him secure a place that he could call home, a turning point that gave him reassurance, stability, but not security, because he still has to go on the streets and make ends meet, to figure out how to put food on the table. For Short Hustle, hustling is not about accumulation or upward mobility. Not in the conventional sense. It's about eating today, paying the small bills, and maintaining a level of comfort that many take for granted. It is about dignity. His work is structured around what is immediately needed and what is immediately possible, not what is promised in the long term. Each decision, what to sell, where to walk, when to stop, is shaped by risk, fatigue, and the constant need to remain visible without becoming vulnerable or more vulnerable. His understanding of entrepreneurship is inherited, learned through watching his father navigate informal work as a snow cone vendor. That legacy did not teach him how to scale business, it taught him how to endure. In a city where formal employment is often closed off by past mistakes and limited access, the hustle becomes a practical response rather than a choice.
Normally, I either have transport. If I don't have any transport, most likely I could walk from Barataria to Port of Spain. Or if I feel to walk, I might stop a driver and ask him for a job to Port of Spain. Or when I see him next time, I give him his money. And
in this way, Short Hustle's story challenges romantic ideas of entrepreneurship. What emerges instead is a quieter truth. For many people in Port of Spain, hustling is not a dream of more, but a commitment of staying afloat, maintaining dignity, and surviving with intention. Thanks for joining us on Comin Up Charlotte. This podcast is part of a wider series that includes poetry, visual art, and a final community event, all shaped by the stories we've gathered here in East Port of Spain. To learn more, follow along, share an episode, or start a conversation of your own. Thanks again for listening.